After many years, the BMW IBU World Cup season opener has moved away from Östersund, as the Swedish city will host the World Championships in March, so Pokljuka became the place where they all started once again. On the difficult tracks of the Slovenian plateau, athletes reunited after a long summer of preparation, each of them with the same question in mind: will it all pay off now? The first competition, as usual, was the single mixed relay that witnessed a multiple team battle from first to last leg. Eventually Norway took the win, with Tekla Brunli and Lars Elger Birkeland just ahead of former favourites Eder of Austria and the best shooters of the day, Ukraine's Anastasia Merkushina and Artyom Tishenko. The mixed relay that followed did not fail to provide strong emotions, with Finland leading for most of the competition thanks to terrific legs by Eder and Kaisa Makarainen. But things got difficult on the last standing shot from Tero Seppälä, who eventually hit the penalty loop. The team still managed to finish fifth for a nation's best in the format. With France taking an almost solo win after the leg of Martin Fourcade, the story of the day was the runner-up spot, taken by Switzerland. Elisa Gasparin, Lena Hecki, Benjamin Wegge and Jeremy Finello wrote the history of Swiss biathlon, becoming the first relay to take a podium spot in the World Cup. Wednesday's thick fog forced the men's individual to be rescheduled, so on Thursday fans enjoyed two exciting competitions. Clean shooting proved fundamental in the men's event, as the top three all managed to find the zero and closed in the space of 19 seconds. Martin Fourcade took the win over German Johannes at the first ever World Cup podium, despite admitting a mistake in his bib choice.
We expected snow this night, at least 5 centimeters, and it's why I took a late start. When I saw that, when I came at the stadium this morning, when I saw it was a frozen rain, I knew as soon as I came that it was really the worst decision I could take.
Simon Eder completed the podium, denying local hero Jakob Falk a top 3 on home soil. Women competed not long after, providing an exciting individual that eventually witnessed all women in the top 10, closing less than a minute far from the winner's time. The continuous changes on the leader seat only ended when, with bib 94, Julia Zima found the perfect 20 out of 20 to capture a maiden World Cup win. The Ukrainian closed ahead of Monika Oynish and Marketa Davidova, both at their career's best result. With no rest day for the men, the 10-kilometer sprint was a matter of finding energy to perform at best on this challenging track. Having chosen an early number, all eyes were set on Martin Fourcade, but a miss in the prawn and an unexpected performance on skis relegated him out of the top 20 for the first time since 2016. Johannes Thingnes also missed once, though in the standing, but his ski speed allowed him to close in the lead just ahead of his brother Tarje. Eventually, clean shooting Anton Angigona and Alexander Loginov placed themselves between the two to complete the podium. The following day, women also competed on a sprint, and shooting clean proved fundamental for the podium. Kaisa Makarainen was looking for redemption after 4 missed shots in the first range of her individual, and with a double zero on the day, she took a 4th success in Pokljuka. In order to do so, the Finn had to ski faster than an inspired Dorothea Wierer, whose fast shooting kept her in contention for the win until the very end. Justine Brezaz completed the podium, proving her love for the Slovenian tracks, where she had obtained the first World Cup podium 2 seasons ago. But the surprise of the day came from another French woman, as Julia Simon closed 2 seconds behind her teammate to take her first ever top 6. The last day of competitions on the Hertha Julian Alps after two terrific pursuits to the big crowd that came for them. Johannes Thingnes led thoroughly until the last range, but by missing his last two shots, he opened the floor for the chasers to battle for the win. A nail-biting last loop saw him fighting with Lokinov and Cantan-Fillon-Maillet until the Russian fell on the last uphill, and a photo finish gave a second win to the Norwegian. The women's event just a few hours later lived up an incredible battle between Mäkäräinen and Wierer, the first gaining on skis, the latter catching back at the range. But with both going clean, it was the Finn to take a second win, while the Italian finished runner-up but kept the yellow bib. The podium was then completed by Paulina Fialkova, who also had to cover all 20 targets to outsprint Lisa Vitozzi in the last meters of this extraordinary quality pursuit, with only 3 missed shots in the whole top 10. Now the BMW IBU World Cup moves a little north, and in Hochfilzen the athletes will battle on a sprint, a pursuit and the first women and men's relays of the season. Austria's Simon Eder, who leaves Pokljuka second in the overall and with 60 consecutive hit targets, is expecting a great week there and some different challenges.
In Hochfilzen there is a really long uphill, 3 times and 5 times in the pursuit, so it's maybe a better track for the really good runners, and so the good shape is more important maybe like here, because on the long uphill you can't always follow the fast ones.